Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 118 of Guess the Trades, where subscribers send in pictures of loadouts. We take a look at those, and then we see if we can guess what it is they do with those tools. Well, normally we start out with the answer from the previous episode, episode 117, but that was a reload episode. We already knew that Dan Begin was a maintenance supervisor, and as far as his pack out stack and all that kind of stuff, it's still a great look. We learned a lot from that, so I appreciate him sending that in. Well, episode 118, we're going to get back into the guessing game. We're going to look at Justin Mackey. He has a ToughBuilt stack. So we looked at pack out last week. We're going to look at ToughBuilt this week. We're going to see if we can look at his stack, check out the tools, the materials that are in there. Maybe we've got some questions for him. We can ask those. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is figure out what it is that we think that he does with this set of tools. But let's go ahead and jump into Justin's stack. But this is the stack that we're going to be looking at. Looks like it consists of a 3-drawer unit with a worktop on top. Looks like he's also got a vise mounted to that, and then a rolling cart, but it looks like he's added something on the front. The casters are actually laying down there in the very front of it. Maybe you can see those. If I zoom in too far, it always cuts it off, but you can see those there. So he's added something onto the front of it, maybe so he can use that like a dolly. But the next picture here is one of the sides. Looks like he's got the Klein carabiners on a holstery Joey pouch. Also looks like a square holder or something like that to me, but that's not the holstery version. And then it looks like he's got some sort of a pouch right there. Almost kind of looks 3D printed-ish. Looks like he's got a Vera tool check. Also like a Leatherman type deal, probably a small pair of Cobras, little ratchet. I think, yeah, it's here in the next picture. And that does look like 3D printed material to me. So I'm curious, Justin, did you make this specifically for yourself? Did you have somebody make it? I've always thought, man, it would be great to have a 3D printer just for stuff like this. Like however you want to make something very specific, especially to probably put on the side of a, stack like this. Like I don't think I'd want to carry a pouch on me made out of 3D printed material. It'd be a little bit stiff probably for me, but for storing stuff in your truck or your van or, on the side of your stack or something like that, it would be pretty phenomenal, I think. So here again, it looks like a Vera driver, small little flex head ratchet, whether that's 7-Eleven, Crom, multiple brands out there have that. And it looks like he's also got a small flip socket that looks like maybe the 7 and 8 millimeter on the colors possibly. And then he's got, it looks like a shaft over there with probably some more on there as well. And again, it looked like a tool check up there in the very top. So next picture, this looks like it's the top drawer. Let me zoom in just a hair. Hopefully I won't go too far. So it looks like we've got Wagos up there in the top left. In the middle of the top looks like some hardware, maybe some hose clamps. I think I might see one hose clamp in there. Far top right, we've got some crimp connections. Then we go down from there, looks like some fuses. And then we got some Teflon tape, electrical tape, other crimp connections, looks like inside the case in the very middle. Then we've got some speed out sets. We've got some browns. We've got our tans, and then we've got some small zip ties, and then several different little like JB welds, just all kinds of just little stuff. It looks like in his top drawer, probably his quick grab type stuff. So we'll go on to the next one. So second drawer down, now we're getting into some tools. Top left, we've got a tape measure. Middle, it looks like we've got some Icon on the hex wrenches, and then also looks like you've got a lot of Irwin like punches and stuff like that as well. Some brushes, some utility knife blades. Looks like also some other like scraper style blades and stuff like that as well. I can't tell what that says. TDS meter. So maybe you guys might know exactly what that is. That would probably be pretty helpful when you're guessing to know what that little meter does. And then as far as we get down into these other drawers, looks like we've got Klein GFCI tester, non-contact voltage tester, O-light. He's got one of those lights. I can't remember what the name of that one is, but it looks like he's got the headlamp type attachment for it as well. Sharpies, looks like some other markers. I don't know what that middle thing almost looks like the Icon case, but it's kind of weird angle up there at the top left. So I don't know, but maybe that is the Icon up in his other, 3D printed deal. And then it looks like he's got some like plastic razor blades as well, along with some other scrapers in that bottom right-hand corner. Next picture, a couple different Dremel. As far as the electric screwdrivers, then he's got the Vera ball grip screwdrivers. I absolutely love the Vera ball grip screwdrivers. I actually grab those pretty often here off my workbench. Some of the first ball grips that I bought after I started buying vessels, I kind of first bought some Veras and then I bought some Vessels. I saw those and I thought, man, that's like a combination of two screwdrivers that I really like using. And I don't use them in my work because I've come to like the Vessel tang throughs weight a little bit better. So I use those in my pouches more, but those are definitely the ones that I grab like here in my garage more than I grab anything else. I really do like using those, but a couple different Dremel screwdrivers. I think I've heard some pretty good stuff on those. Seems like maybe Matt had told me that they're similar to the Bosch or something like that. Lots of different adjustable wrenches in there. Looks like he's got a channel lock. Also I can almost read that. I think it says Forged in the USA. I can tell that, but I don't know for sure. That might be like a Craftsman or something. Some snips, it looks like. Some crescent diagonals down in there as well. Some of those hemostats. He's got some alligator clips for his meter, which is probably in that case over there on the right. And then he's got a couple different Cobras, some channel locks. And now that I'm saying all this, he does have these pulled out here in a minute. I do remember I checked. So this is just kind of giving you a layout of the drawers themselves, just to give you an idea. We'll see all this stuff out. And then this would be the big rolling box. So he's got a couple connect sets, it looks down in there. Stolen from me, has my initials on there. I'd like to have those back. Looks like he's got a tubing bender, some icon hammers, as far as a like dead blow type hammer, and then he's got a regular hammer back there in the back. Something in a Klein case, some M12, looks like some PB blaster maybe, and then some WD-40. I can't remember if PB blaster's yellow or orange on that, but maybe it might just be another version of some WD-40. They got lots of stuff out there these days. And then he's got something wired up with butt connectors on his, like, looks like almost on his stack. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go back real fast now that I see those wires. So I don't know if you can see those wires in the bottom left. They look like they're hooked in with a relay or something. I'm going to go back to that first picture just real fast. Yeah, so he's got something hooked up there that's causing that to lift up and down or do something. So interested to know what that exactly is doing. But he's got something wired up in there. I would have probably not noticed that. But here's all the tools that are in the drawers, I think. So we're not necessarily seeing everything that's in this, but we're seeing everything that's in the drawers. So we already looked at a lot of it. Let's just skim through them here. Again, Vessel or Dremel electric screwdrivers. We've got the Vera ball grips, some Vera screwdrivers, a dual beater. He looks like he's got a precision driver from Klein. Also the Fluke 324. I've got that meter. That was my main meter before I bought my T6 1000 Pro, but I still have to have that 324 just for capacitance because that's the one thing the T6 doesn't have. Man, if the T6 had capacitance, it would be like the perfect meter for my line of work anyways. So we've got also the GFCI tester. There is that TDS-3, whatever that thing does. And then he's also got a Klein digital angle finder. He's got some files over there. There's that Olight flashlight again. If any of you know what the name of that is, drop that in the comments below. Let's see. I'm just skimming through again because we've already seen quite a bit of this in the drawers because I forgot that we had this picture to go by. So we've got some Pittsburgh needle nose there. Also some, looks like dual strippers. He's got some Cobras. Let's see what these are. Those Channel Lock brand? Yeah, Channel Lock brand. Because those almost look like the, I haven't seen those Channel Lock Cobras before. They almost look like they've got the head of like the Cobra ES. They're a little bit longer in a sense. I don't think they're as long as the ES, and they probably don't have the like screw grip type head on them or whatever it is, but they still have a different shape head, kind of almost like that. Pliers wrench, he's got the Klein like hybrid type strippers there. Big pair of crimpers. It was a Master Force on that right there, on that other adjustable wrench, it looks like. He's got an Elkind as far as his other hex keys. That was the Icon set, but he's still got the flex head inside that case, so it must be a different one inside of his other case. He's got the auto reload ToughBuilt knife. A lot of you were saying that you liked that ToughBuilt auto reload as far as the way that it reloads like a magazine, I guess, instead of like the Klein, how it fits into the side. I didn't ever have the ToughBuilt one. I don't know how well it worked, but the Klein one seems to be working pretty good for me. I mostly, again, just use it in here for now. Let's see, file scissors, Stanley scissors, magnetic pickup tools, mirrors, silicone, super weld. I don't know what this right here is. Is that some sort of a small little solder something, battery powered or something like that? That little with the yellow with the orange red trigger. Somebody knows what that is, drop it in the comments below. And then again, a Holstery Joey right there. So I'm pretty sure that's the last picture it is. There's his name. So again, there's everything that looked like what was in the drawers. I don't think it's in the bottom toolbox, but I think it's what's in the drawers. Again, there is the bottom toolbox. Let's see what this can is. That might help. I can't read whatever that is. It's some kind of other language. So that might, I thought that might help somebody. So again, here's the bottom drawer loaded in. There's the next drawer up. There's that top drawer. Here's his little 3D printed case that's on the side of his box. Right there it is on the side. And then here's that front picture right there. But ultimately, an interesting loadout from Justin Mackey. I don't think we've looked at a lot of the ToughBuilt stack. And I remember when it first came out. Again, I was only in pack out then. Now I'm in pack out with a little bit of mod box mixed in. But at the time when it came out, it was black. I like that. I like the way that it stacked. And I like the way that it unstacked. And then I saw all the stuff that they were supposed to be coming out with. And I was like, man, I don't know. Maybe I need to swap to that. So they kind of have started to be lacking on coming out with that new stuff that they said they were going to. And then I've seen them kind of being pushed out of Lowe's a little bit. I have seen them a little bit at Menards. I don't think I've seen the Stacktech at Menards, just some of their tools and stuff. But I am interested in how well do you like the Stacktech? And then I'm really, really interested in what's the apparatus that you put on the front there? How's that working for you? Is it something that kind of lifts it up in some form or way? Or is it even like a powered, helps it roll somewhere? I'm interested to understand what that is that you've done there, and I think everybody else probably would be too. But lots of great tools in there. Some of the ones that I use on the daily, some of the ones that I use here in my garage as well. All really great tools, so really great loadout. So if you've got some questions for Justin, make sure and ask those in the comments below, but also do not forget to guess what it is that you think he does with these tools. As always, I hope this video was interesting. You guys stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.